Hello everyone and welcome back to the latest F1 video on the channel. We'll carry on with the MyTeam career, which has been a bit ropey so far, and I'm sure there's a few more ropey times as well coming up, but we don't want to talk about that just yet. We've got a very short time between the last race and this race calendar wise, so just a quick event there. We pit simulator training, helping Ralph and his development. We need to get behind him a bit and see what he can do, and also decide to confirm the purchase of the durability, get some resource points and really start developing the team. But anyway, on to Spain. Here we are in the team motorhome. Have a quick look at the weather. Thankfully we won't be racing in any rain like the Chinese race, which was entertaining. Just having a quick flick through, and also opting to put the fresher components into the engine for a practice to even it out, so we don't end up with some really worn parts of the power unit, because that would be silly to do. Nice, all fitted, so fresh power unit for practice, or it was. Some of the wear is actually a bit better on part 1 as we fit them and go into practice 1, which we'll see the results now. Didn't think I was going to be up there, did you? Did you? Anyway, there I am, 17th. Ralph is 19th, not bad. However, that lap time was on the softs. Oh dear. Hey look, there's me! The cameras are looking at me. But anyway, enough of that. Let's take you for a lap around the Catalonia circuit for those of you who might not be familiar with it. Coming around the last corner now, it looks like we have a Ferrari or Alfa Romeo really wanting to get past us, but sod them, they can wait. Full power, DRS, ERS, everything else in between, into turn 1. Here we go, a little bit deep because we took the curb, turn 2 compromised. Going through turn 3 now, we have a lovely car in front of us, just where we want to see them. Not. Okay, we come under the Pirelli bridge, turn 4 where the Mercedes had their crash. I had to get that in because it's quite funny. Coming around, turn 5, need K-Mag to really get out the way for us now, and he does, thank you very much. Turn 6 is a nothing corner. And then here's turn 7, a little bit deep. Turn 8, also a nothing corner, but you can get caught for corner cutting really badly. Turn 9, what a great corner. DRS out of it, a bit jerky on the steering wheel there. Not the greatest lap so far. Turn 10, another possible overtaking position, but they've actually reprofiled that for 2021 and it's ruined. Flick through the left and then hold this really long right-hander. And then another right-hander. Well, if we make the corner, but we don't. Part 1 of the chicane went okay, part 2 was pretty terrible. Coming around the last corner, full throttle, DRS open again. Let's see what the time is. I'm not expecting much. 10th place, not so bad. But there's lots of cars that are yet to set a lap time, so we'll see how we go with that. Not expecting it to hold at the moment. Second lap was just about the same as the first lap, so I could probably make some time up in the chicane until this happened. Just completely missed the braking zone. No point carrying on that lap because it'd be a waste. I'm nowhere near the top 10. Yikes. P20. Oh, the joys of Formula 1.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula 1 calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. The Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya then, a high-speed 2.89-mile circuit which demands an efficient downforce package and bravery on the part of the driver, especially through the blind right of turn 9, which we might just see taken flat this weekend.
So here we are on the grid for the Spanish Grand Prix. We've chosen our strategy, as you can see there, the yellow sidewall of the tyre, medium tyres, and then get onto the softs later on. So, 1 red light, 2 red light, 3 red light, 4 red light, 5 red light, blah, 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 blah. And we all go! Okay, decent start, kill the wheel spin, past George Russell, up the inside of Ricciardo, got the Alfa Romeo in front, there's Kimi Raikkonen as well, Magnussen off to the left, Giovinazzi's got past us, and we send it into turn 1, bump Grosjean out of the way, sorry Roman. Roman then decides to get his revenge, which is all great, and then we go low mode for some reason. That's not what we need on this first lap. Gasly and Grosjean hit each other. So here we go. Can we send one on the inside? We do. Oh! Sorry Pierre for that Gasly move on Gasly. Sorry, I couldn't help that. Anyway, P13 now, right behind Esteban Ocon there in P12. Lando Norris P11, just in front of us. Hopefully we might be able to hang on to the back of them for when their soft tyres go off and our mediums really come into their own. But there's going to be a lot to do in between. There's turn 9 coming up to turn 10. Instead, this could be an overtaking opportunity. Don't think... Oh! Shut me up. Right up the inside of Ocon there. Thank you very much. P12. Not bad for a back marker. Not bad at all. P12 then, as we come through the last few corners, and we get that corner horribly wrong. This corner even worse. Really slow as we go on to the start and finish line now. Take a bit more curb just to really slow us down. Smart moves. Anyway, Esteban Ocon is closing in. You can see the arrows, and there he goes on the right hand side, overtaking us down to turn 1. I don't think so. Stay behind us. We brake later, bit wide. But we take the high ground and we scare him away. And then Pierre actually overtakes him. So Gasly's P13 and we're P14. Well, that's not good. I thought I'd swap the engine around. Whoops. I think I might have forgotten. Oh dear. But we're still in P12. Get that corner right. Nicely done. And then just skipping ahead to lap 4. Kind of held our own here in no man's land, which is alright by me. Just skipping ahead once again. Because they don't seem to be able to get that close even with DRS, which is just what I want to see. Have a quick look at the engine wear, but it was too fast for me to really see. And again, way too fast for me to properly take note. Not the best. Right, skip forward towards the end of the lap. We actually got... Whoa! I was about to say we've got a second in hand over Pierre Gasly in front of us, but now not quite so much. We've lost a little bit there. So we will be vulnerable possibly to DRS down the straight if they get any closer. But the leaders are now pitting as well. As you can see, Hamilton, Kvyat, and then look at the left hand side. Many people in the pit. So, up to the dizzying heights of P7 now. Oh my crikey, P7. Skipping another lap because it's the Spanish Grand Prix. Not a great deal happens. Everyone behind us is pitting as well, so we're on the medium tyres. P3 now. Who would have thought? Just quickly skip this bit forward. So Perez first, Norris second, and then me in third in the podium. Oh, Latifi's out of the race. Slow virtual safety car. Just what we want. And as you can see now, if you look on the top right, it's really hard to see the delta time. You can barely see it at all, so it's a constant juggling act, which I can understand happens in real life. But come on, Codemasters, put it in the middle of the screen so we can see more easily and we don't risk crashing. And also make the text easier to read. But anyway, we're back racing now, so rant over. skip forward a little bit because, as you can probably see, we've got Bottas and Verstappen right behind, as Latifi is still on the side of the track. Right, virtual safety car over. Oh well, not my job. I'm actually leading though, which is a scary thought. And you can see Bottas has got much better tyres, so we just let him past. There's not much point fighting it because we'll just slow ourselves down, and I want to maybe try nick a point if we possibly could. I mean, if it comes to it, top 15 we'll have to do. A little bit of a mistake there by me. Verstappen does not hang around. So down to P3, and then we've got the two Ferraris next. I think it was one of them I held up in practice one, but not sure. Qualifying one even, not practice. Anyway, we got DRS though from Verstappen, which is quite nice. It keeps us ahead of Vettel in the Ferrari. Just have a quick look back. Nice purple rear wing there. Skipping forward, I think we're about to get mugged into turn 10. Again, I just go to the right hand side, just get out of the way, and if they want to outbrake me, they can. I didn't intend to properly fight that back. I just braked late to avoid an accident, but Vettel's overtaken. Oh my god, he was slow in that corner there. Nearly pushed him forwards. That is not what we need. Don't need to lose any front downforce in this car, because there isn't much to lose anyway. Was it 2011? Felipe Massa in a Ferrari had a broken front wing and they found out he was lapping half a second faster. That's just outrageous. But anyway, back to the race. Charles Leclerc makes quick work of us with our DRS. He's got his DRS. He's in P5. Here comes Albon. And oh, Albon. Come on, mate. Took the curve on the inside and just slowed me down. Hamilton's mugged us as well. So down to P7, which I'm still quite happy about, don't get me wrong. We'll be pitting. Yep. Pitting this lap. Make me a strategist. The tyres don't actually look too bad. It's just I don't want to lose so much time compared to the rest of the field. And here we go into the pit. Nasty bump just on the exit, as you can see there, and I whack the barrier. That's not good. Really? Great. Time penalty. Speed in the pit lane. Fantastic. But fortunately, oh, maybe not then. We're not serving it now. We're going for track position. So 5-second penalty. As Raikkonen flashes past, Magnussen past, and Grosjean, sorry, wrong way around. Grosjean was first, then Magnussen. Come out just in front of Giovinazzi and Russell, who are having a good fight, so we'll leave them to it. Skipping forward to the next lap. Eventually, when we cross the line, we've caught up the two Haas cars and Kimi. So let's go to work and see if we can have a good fight, because we had a great fight with Magnussen in the last race, I believe it was. That was good fun. Not quite close enough here, so we'll just close through the corners. Bit of a dodgy line there though, and even more lawnmower action. Just what we don't want. Right, can we get anything done in turn 9? Wild exit through turn 9 into turn 10. Just braking. Oh my goodness gracious, what a move! How late was that? Magnussen didn't expect anything, so I got past him and actually clipped Grosjean. Sorry, Roman. Please forgive me. Just speeding up the feed here. And then hopefully we can make one Haas in the corner and another Haas down the straight. Although he has got DRS behind Kimi, so it's going to be a bit of a hard deal for us to close. This might be it for us. P15 maybe. Can't quite do the super dive bomb on the inside anyway. Maybe the outside, but nothing doing there. So we're still in P15. The AI is really slow, because remember, was it Bottas that slowed up in that? No, Vettel. It went really slow. Oh my god! I think that is the first ever overtake through that chicane. Quite clumsy, I must admit. And Grosjean's pitting. Oops. Another sorry Roman on that one. That's not going well. But anyway, P14 before the penalty, which I've just extended. 8 seconds of penalty. Nice. It's not nice, but there's not a lot we can really do. I've been trying to close on Kimi, but my tyres are just starting to go off now. I imagine his tyres will just be coming goodies on the medium. Ricardo's only in 12th, so he's not made the progress I thought he would. But once again, this is the Spanish race. Not a great deal of overtaking goes on here, unfortunately. I do wish that it would actually just get rid of it off the calendar. Ralph is trying. It's just I've not really given him the car he needs, so hopefully we can sort that out as we get more resource points. But anyway, we're coming on to the last lap now, and we've not in any danger of being lapped, which is good. Just turn the engine down to bring it home. Tyre wear is looking okayish. Engine wear was starting to go yellow, which is not what we want to see. Giovinazzi has just overtaken Magnussen, I believe, in the background, or I might have missed that if it happened earlier. Totally paying attention to the people behind me. Our pace is proper falling off now compared to the Kimi look in front, and Antonio's overtaken Magnussen and he's catching me up, especially when I do really awful corners like that. But fortunately it is the last lap and there's not a great deal of overtaking opportunities left, especially now we're down the main straight and around a few corners. So this is pretty much it. Just hold on in this last big braking zone, and then that should be P14 on the track confirmed. No idea where we're going to fall to after the penalty, but you can see 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th and 19th place is that on the minimap in the bottom left hand corner. You can see all the blue Smarties, as I sometimes like to call it. Oh my god, what an awful exit to that corner. I said it was safe. Shanley, you're giving yourself a heart attack. What is this, mate? Right, P14. 4 attempts ahead of Giovinazzi. 19th. Ricardo driver of the day, and that's quite a surprise, but he's a good driver.
Yes, another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
We might get there one day, but maybe not on this game. So, final results, Bottas, Verstappen, Leclerc, but we're not interested in that. I still beat Ralph, even though I had the penalty. Roman was way down there after, I think I gave him some front wing damage, which was my fault, sorry. Got Gasly, Ocon, Magnussen, and they all just got stuck behind me on the track, I suppose. Which just shows that sometimes you don't need the best car when you're on a track where you can't overtake. Kvyat, again, extends his lead. However, during that race, I did think it was Gasly that was my rival, so I was actually quite stoked to beat him on the track until the penalty. The team is increasing. Hopefully we can get some more sponsors and money on soon. Speaking of money, I don't actually remember being asked any interview questions, so I can't see why he's taking that away from me. We've got a bit of money, so hopefully all the whinging being back at the factory is going to stop now. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, do be sure to give it a like. Also, subscribe to the channel to see more of possibly YouTube's worst F1 team at the moment. Adios.